because we have never had a dog before, never had a pet, never had a nothing new, zero. Have been very anti-dog people. We're like, oh, dog people are nuts. So we just have been like zero interest in dogs. But we have this little girl here that we just love, and she wants a dog. And so we kept telling her, when you grow up, when you're done with all of your other life stuff and you have nothing else going on, a dog makes sense for a companion for you. We'll bite the bullet and get a dog. So we did, feeling just that way, feeling like we don't know what we're doing.
Why did we make this promise?
Yeah. So
with tears in your eyes, is that what it was? Is that the way it was, Nicole?
Yep, I was happy about it.
You were happy about
it. And I can't believe it. My dog.
Exactly. Okay.
So we spent a lifetime just trying to help her be successful, letting her own things, but being in the background trying to help her be successful at them. And so we just kind of approached this that way too. So I've been looking online for a while and finally ran across one that just felt right. So we brought her home. No clues what we were doing. We were so lost. I answered an ad on KSL. We met the puppy, and she said, "Do you want to take her home today?" And I said, "No, we can meet you tomorrow." And we went straight to PetSmart. Somebody there helped us figure out what we needed to get. We didn't even know that. So we brought her home, and we did start training through PetSmart. We did that for like 6 weeks, I think, or so, every Saturday. Anyway, that was helpful, but we were not the boss. She was, and she was biting. A lot of nipping, a lot of biting.
Yeah.
You told me it's suckling, but I did not know that, and so we were all freaking out that she was biting all the time. We couldn't get her to stop.
What did we get ourselves into?
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so I just started calling around. I thought, okay, we need to do a board and train. So I called several people. They all said, and at that point she was 3 months. I called several board and train people, and they said, we don't do puppies.
Yeah.
And then I said, we've got issues with biting, and they said, oh, you should call Sarah at Maker's Acres.
I kind of like to work with you, and it's really perfect with Sarah. Sarah is a best trainer forever.
Oh,
she's the best,
my
and she was great. And
there you go. Video's over. Video's over.
I was not expecting to get emotional. I'm serious. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
She has such trust in you. Like every time I try to give her instructions with the dog, she says, well, Mom, did Sarah say so? So does Sarah know that you want to do this? Like everything that I tell her about what she needs to do with Lily. Did you check with Sarah?
Did Sarah tell you to do that? Oh my gosh. Okay, Nicole, I want you to put a sign in your room that says, what would Sarah do?
Yeah.
Or did Sarah say that you can do that?
I think the biggest part was watching how the play sessions went before we started training. It told me a lot about what to expect and kind of where the lines were.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've seen situations where the dogs just get smothered with love and they walk away having learned nothing, but gotten a million treats.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And of course they want to go back.
And they're all fat.
Yes.
Which is what PetSmart was.
Yep.
It was. You don't know what you don't know. And so in reality, we paid you for dog training, and what we got was people training. And it was a big part of just being able to understand why we were doing certain things with Lily and recognizing how she picked it up.
Yes.
And as those pieces came together, now all of a sudden we have the best behaved dog in the entire neighborhood, and the neighborhood knows it.
You're the envy of all the neighborhood.
Well, I don't know that they envy us for that, but the reality is we have the best dog in the neighborhood, and it's just because of the things that we've learned and the reinforcement of being able to follow through with it. So it's a broader picture. It's not one specific event, but it was very obvious what we were getting into once we came and did the play dates. And the Marco Polo was huge because that gave us a sense of being able to see what was happening when we weren't here.
Right.
And so that feedback, the opportunity to ask questions and get really timely responses was gigantic. But no, I loved that it was such an interactive process.
One of my favorite parts was to have a resource for questions. Like I could ask you any stupid question because all of my questions were so basic.
And there are no stupid questions.
Except the ones you don't ask. And then it's like, okay, you're never going to get an answer. That was stupid. So that was part of one of my favorites was just to have that resource for all of my questions. I actually have given your name to 2 people already. So.
Ooh, yes.
Like I said, we have the best trained dog in the neighborhood, and our neighbors know it.
So you just hand them a business card and be like, here, subtly
Yeah.
shove it under the door.
And the reality is we did drive from West Jordan to make this happen, and it's absolutely worth it.
I was going to say, is it worth that drive twice? Because you did puppy camp. That was twice a day.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was now lessons.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, it was worth it. It was exactly what we needed, particularly as low as we started.
I would say that for those who are like, well, we're not sure,
Yes.
maybe the first answer is just shut up and listen.
Mm.
Because I think if you walk in trying to tell the training what's supposed to happen, then you've already missed the boat.
Yep.
And give it 3 or 4 weeks and you might all of a sudden realize that you weren't doing it the right way or you had no clue. Pick your poison and you'll be grateful because all of a sudden your dog will start doing what it's supposed to.
Yep.
Not that it's a robot, but it'll actually stop when you tell it to.
Right. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
You've
Thank
been
you.
Awesome to work with. It's been so much fun. I really have enjoyed it. I love getting together and training you guys and teaching you. Okay. All right.
Thanks.
Fist bump. Team Lily. Come on, Nicole. Don't leave me hanging. Team Lily. Yay!